My name is Becky Singleton. I'm a single mom of two fantastic daughters who are super talented. An entrepreneur, a health and fitness coach, and I walk my own talk by working out every day. Motivational speaking, Reiki practitioner healer are some of the things I love to do. I've survived cancer. I'm also an agent of change at the highest level. But what I enjoy the most is cooking for the ones that I love. So join me in leveling up and being more happy, healthy, and fit. Hi, I'm Becky Singleton, and you're on Happy, Healthy, and Fit today. I'm going to discuss my cancer story in hopes that it may encourage and support someone out there who is just recently being diagnosed or is currently going through it. I'll share some of the things I didn't know and some things that really helped me. But first, I want us to remember we've got to continue to social distance. We do need to wash our hands for 20 seconds and to make sure we're wearing our masks in public. Thank you so much, and here we go on Happy, Healthy, and Fit. Hi, you're on Happy, Healthy, and Fit today with me, Becky Singleton. I'm going to share my cancer story so that it may help you, or it may help you know some things to do should you be in a situation with a physician and need to ask certain questions or look for a second opinion. So I was a single mom with my daughter who was a teenager at the time. And I was thinking for some time that something was wrong. People often ask me, how did I know? I just internally knew something was wrong, but I didn't have any symptoms. I wasn't feeling sick. I actually ran the Boston Marathon with a number the year before. I didn't have any symptoms. I trained for 7 to 8 months to run that race. So, I was asking doctors, I think something's wrong. I was kind of like, no, nothing's wrong. One actually told me, I think you're a little crazy. And I'm like, no, something's wrong. And then I worked in the operating room as a sales rep. And one of the doctors that I became friends with said to me, you need to go get your neck checked out. Something's wrong. And I thought the same thing. So I finally found a great endocrinologist who specialized in thyroid. And I went to see her. She had a needle biopsy set up for me, did the needle biopsy. And as I was laying there, I recognized, oh my God, they got really quiet. And I then realized that something was wrong because they were talking a lot before and then they stopped talking. I then got the note from her to say, listen, we think you have cancer and you may need surgery. That's what she said, but that's not what I heard. I heard you have cancer and you're gonna need surgery. I leave, I was off to work. It hit me as I was driving. Oh my God, did she say I had cancer? I called my family. I called my best friend, Michael, and Michael said to me, listen, failure is not an option. You're gonna be okay. He used to call me dude. Dude, you're gonna be okay. So later on that night, I went to go teach my class after that day of going to the doctors. And I came back. My sister and her husband and family were sitting in my driveway. I lived in Boston and they lived in New Jersey. They'd driven up 4 or 5 hours to come and be with me. My parents showed up, my mom and my dad, and they were all rallying around me. When you go through something like that, you need your family, you need support. And that was the greatest gift I had, was the rallying of friends and family. So we got the call that it was officially diagnosed as thyroid cancer. And there's 4 types of thyroid cancers, and I had 3 of the 4 thyroid cancers. So they scheduled me for surgery. I went in for surgery. They took a tumor the size of about a golf ball, maybe a little bit bigger, a goiter. My thyroid cancer was located in what's called the isthmus. So the thyroid's like a butterfly. It's set up like that in your neck. And the isthmus is in the center of that thyroid. It was located there. And where it was located, along with the tumor, had spread right through the lymph nodes. So out it came. I had the surgery. My friends and family were there when I woke up. And I started to go into recovery mode. About 6 weeks after the surgery, I had to go in for the actual treatment. I had my girlfriend, Liz, come with me because I needed a second set of ears. So as the doctor was reviewing, you can't have anybody in the house, you can't have anybody lay in the bed with you, you're going to be radioactive, and she's going through all the procedures I needed to do because of the treatment I was about to embark on. So Liz took in some information that I didn't hear. That's why it's important to have somebody else with you in a doctor's appointment, whether it's a cancer diagnosis, a treatment, whether it's anything. You need to have a second person in that room when you're going over information. So I went to go visit the oncologist, and as we were speaking, she kept questioning me. Are you off medication? And I said, listen, I'm not on any medication. I had the surgery 6 weeks ago. I'm not on any medication. Now, anybody who's had a thyroid problem knows that you feel, tired, that you're not feeling right, things aren't going right, you don't feel right. Well, I didn't have a thyroid. And for 6 weeks, I didn't have medicine either. So I kept looking at her. Why are you questioning me? I asked her, why are you questioning me? She goes, because you don't look tired. And I sat back and I thought, are you kidding me? I said, you know what? Let's talk. You're so accustomed to seeing people who don't take care of themselves, people who don't exercise every day like me. Remember, I told you I trained for the Boston Marathon and ran it with the cancer in my neck. People who don't eat well. I eat well all the time. You're so accustomed to seeing people who don't take care of themselves get cancer, and so they react a certain way. Yes, I probably was tired for me, and yes, I didn't feel myself, but if you measured me up to a regular person, I wasn't a regular person because I was so ultra fit and so healthy. I took on the look of a regular person who had a thyroid. And so she thought, oh my God, I wish we could do a study on you because it would help us see how a healthy person who got ill with cancer, especially what I had, how eating well and working out made such a difference. It did make the difference. And I share that with you because in addition to, doing the right things, you just never know. People that exercise and eat well have a better chance of overcoming any other obstacle that comes along on their health journey if they get diagnosed with sickness, with a cancer. I mentioned before I had COVID this year, which was not good. It was not fun. And we had a couple of very scary moments, whether or not I needed to go to the hospital or not. But it was my mental toughness, like I had with cancer, that helped me overcome it. Looking down the road, looking at the future. When I had the cancer, I just thought about my daughter getting married, graduating college, then getting married and having children, and I just kept driving my brain to the future. I am making this, I'm getting through this, nothing's gonna stop me. I'm not owning this. Yes, it's here, they're taking it out, we're fixing the problem, I'm gonna make it. It's a mental toughness and mindset you have to take on when you are given a diagnosis that isn't pretty. The diagnosis for me was 3-year survival. I got a 3-year survival if they could not suppress that cancer. 3 years. It's been 15. Mental toughness. You've got to see yourself being here. You got to believe you're going to overcome. You cannot succumb to the diagnosis because it could take you down the wrong road. I give you that because what we think and believe in will help us overcome any type of challenge, but especially when it comes to health, when it comes to your wellness. Please continue to exercise. Please continue to eat well. Please, you need your sleep. That's how your body recovers. These things happen to everybody. They happen to me. But it's overcoming them, is having the proper mindset and real talk with yourself. I'm not owning this. I'm not owning this. And you have to believe in yourself that you can overcome it. You can't go and start saying, okay, yeah, I believe it, but start thinking, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. No, stop it. Stop. See yourself living. See yourself being part of the life you're creating. That's what you need to do to look forward to the future and try to overcome. You do the best you can with the assistance of the medical care team, and you go from there. I'm very blessed. I'm very grateful that I was able to survive. I still am part of a yearly checkup. I've graduated now to a survivorship group at MD Anderson, which I'm grateful for, because at one time I used to have to go and be seen twice a year, and I used to have to fly to Boston from Houston for a long time. So I'm grateful. I'm very healthy. Most people would not know that that happened to me, or that I still have one lymph node in my neck that has cancer, and that's the way they monitor whether it's coming back or not. I'm grateful. I'm grateful every morning I wake up. That's the first thing I say is thank you. Thank you. Be grateful. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful of your life. Be grateful for everything that's around you, your family, your friends. You know, it's nice to have nice things and be grateful for those, but whatever it is, just continue to be grateful. I thank you for listening. I want you to be happy, healthy, and fit. I hope this information helped you today. I'm Becky Singleton, and I'm just like you.